Hello and welcome back to the garden. In this video we're going to be doing our tomatoes and we're going to be transplanting them into their own individual cells. So if you can remember back to the end of March, this is a variety of tomato called Mini Bell, and this is a very small bite-sized juicy tomato, and they've all germinated beautifully and now they're showing up with their true leaves. It's now time to transplant them into their own individual cells, or pots if you want to grow them into pots. So for this job I've purposely bought some of these recycled plastic bottled containers, and these are multi-welled, so there are 20 wells within one tray, and that'll mean that there's a lot of space being saved by having individual pots all lined up indoors, because these will still need to have protection against the frost. So they need to be kept ideally inside, in a greenhouse, or in one of the mini greenhouses that we have as well. So the germination rate on these is just perfect. I'd probably say that probably 90% has germinated, which is a really good germination rate. So I'm going to first of all start by putting some compost within these modules. And just push down into the cells like that. Remove any big parts just for ease. So using this wooden dipper stick, I'm just going to start holding them by their first leaves, so that's the leaves they first grew with. I'm just going to gently dig around where the roots are and just gently give them a tug. So as you can see, they're growing into some lovely little plants. And then back to the tray, I'm just going to poke a hole with my finger. Now I'm going to poke it right down to the bottom, because with tomatoes you really want to be covering the whole of that stem and planting it up to where the leaves are. And that just means that the stem itself will start to grow roots, and it will anchor that plant in the future. So less chance of it rocking around and blowing over in the wind. And I'm just going to push that down into the tray and put a little bit more compost just around the sides, and it's as simple as that. So picking up your seedling, making a hole with your finger all the way down to the bottom, and then using those first leaves and your dipper itself, just popping that right down into that module. A little bit more compost, and there we go. All the way down. Pushing it right down around that stem. And the good thing about these modules is, because they are clear, we can see the development of the roots very clearly through the side of the container. And then once these are filled with roots and you can start to see them coming out the bottom, we can then think about transplanting them into slightly bigger containers, and then ultimately, when the weather warms up, planting them into their final positions. So I'm now going to continue with the rest of the tray. So that's my first tray done. I've probably got enough for part of another tray, and these are going to be kept indoors like I've said, because they're not tolerant to frost. So I hope this video has been useful in showing you what we do with our tomato seedlings and how to transplant them. Please give us a like, and please consider subscribing if you've not already done so, and if you have any comments, please drop them in the comments box below. In the meantime, please take care.